everybody, how you doing? Thanks for coming checking out the channel. My name's Tim with Lawn & Beyond, and if you haven't been watching, I'm doing a 5-part video series on my 5 marketing strategies for 2020, and these are all strategies that I've used last year, and I want you to hopefully hopefully just want you to kill it this year. So for today's topic, I want to go over reviews. Now, if you're a lawn care company, you already know how hard it is to get a review for your company, especially if, you know, it's one of those things that a customer sees what you did and they really just dismiss it. The only time sometimes that you ever hear from some of your customers is if they have a complaint because you missed a spot or something doesn't look right for them, or they think you mowed it too long, you know, something to that extent. But very rarely are they just gonna get up on there, not like you're a landscape company and you did some amazing project or a patio paver that they're gonna sit on and enjoy and you know, have it look good for years and it completely changed their backyard. Those, you know, it's a lot easier to definitely wow those customers. But when you're doing, you know, $40 jobs for somebody, it's not as impressive, but there is a way, I promise you. So the first way what you can do is imply it in your system on selling a job and closing out the job. Okay, so how I started was every time I did an estimate for somebody, I always told them that, hey, I hope that when we do this job for you, that we can become the best company out there for you to do the job, and that if we do a good enough job that we could earn a 5-star review from you. And I would just tell them that. I would go ahead, send them the estimate, and then after the estimate, if the crew's there, they're getting the job done, whether it's just a small aeration, whether it's you know, just a simple mowing, then what we would do is I would have the crew or myself if I'm there, and we would go back to the customer, say, hey, we're done with this. I hope everything looks good to the expectations that you had thought. And they're like, oh yeah, you know, it's good. And then after that, what I would do is say, all right, well, I hope we did give you everything that you had expected out of us, and please, if we did earn it, please give us that 5-star review. It helps us out. We're just a small family-owned business, and we're really looking to just expand and grow our clientele. And now you tell the customers that more than likely they're gonna hear that and they're gonna do that. And half the time, I mean, honestly, 1 out of 10 you might get like that. But to make that ratio even smaller than 10%, you can double, triple that is by saying after the job, you say, hey, look, when I get in my truck, I'll go ahead, I'll text you the link, but if you could really do that, I would greatly appreciate it, and I thank you so much for using our company to help serve you. And so after you do that, you send them the link, then they'll have it right there and have that option. They can just do it simply right there without having to look you up, without having to find out, okay, where am I going to leave this review at? You made it simple for them. All right, a second way you can do it is by using a company. Now, I had just hired them. It was in September, October. Now, I wanted to make this even greater than we had before. And, you know, instead of making probably 100+ phone calls, which I could have done, but I didn't. And I used a company to help us, and it was Nice Job. Now, with our CRM that we use, Jobber, Nice Job actually links to it, as well as Send Jim, and it's funny how all these things integrate with each other. Like, if you don't use the integration tools that are in these software programs, you're missing out a lot of easy automation and a lot of resources to really just help your client, and they'll feel better about everything that you do. I promise you. It's just a small investment on your part. But so what we had done is we hired Nice Job, and every Nice Job would create a campaign, or I would create the campaign, and in that campaign what we'd do is it would send out either it first sent out a text message saying, hey, please leave the 5-star review if you really enjoyed our service. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. And it would list like 4 options, whatever options I had connected to it. So if I connected Google, Facebook, Yelp, and then Nice Jobs Own. And so they could leave a review on any of those platforms and it would send right to their phone. Now if they didn't do it a couple days after we performed the work, it would then email them saying, hey, please don't forget about us, hope we did a good job. It'd send them 2 more emails, and then that final one would be a personalized one from me, and it would say, hey, hopefully that email did not get lost, and we just really want to see if you don't mind leaving that review like we had talked about earlier. It will really help our company out. We appreciate that. And so after you do that, you leave that, usually by that last email, you'll see a good amount of people, actually step forward, and they'll feel like they'll want to help out your company. So if you're not implying a system like that or hiring a company to help you out in that, all that is free. We pay, it's $75 to use Nice Job. Now I personally think for every 5-star review, it's worth money, because I don't know what value to really say, because I don't know. But whenever you're looking for something online, what do you go to immediately? Or I know what I personally see is I'm trying to look for maybe the best product, the best company, the best restaurant. And if you're out, especially the most new clients that we get are people that are new to the area, and every year there's new people moving in, moving out all throughout the year. And so this is a great way for every single person that moves into your city to get them on board for mowing and give them an awesome service, because you have, when you have, I think we have like 44 on Google right now, and at the beginning of the year we were like, probably 18 or something like that. So if they see us with 44, and then all the competitors in the top, 10 of that page, when they scrolling through real quick, they're going to be like, oh, well, this guy got 44, and this company's got like 8 or 5, and it's not even really comparable. Honestly, my personal goal is to probably triple that for this next year. I want to be over 100 Google reviews for our lawn care company, because I just know what it does. The third reason why I think it's so important that you do it is because the ranking it helps you with Google. Now, if you're having all these people leave reviews on Google, it's going to help rank your website higher, and that is so important, especially when you're ranking that website. That is like being on the front page of the newspaper every single week, every single day. That is, that's so vital. So that's why when they click on that, they see the reviews, they click on your website, it's professional. Or if you have an ad running and they click on that ad, you go to your website and then they see all your reviews. It's so important that you just link all these together. I hope this video helps. I hope this series kind of helps you maybe understand some things, especially as things become more involved on the internet. It is just vital that you get on there as fast as possible and start doing these things that I'm talking about, because it's important. And if you really want to be successful, you can be successful honestly without it, because most of the companies out there, they're way larger than me, that don't have those 5-star reviews and a real nice website and all that. But if you're looking to grow and looking to grow fast, I would say this is by far the best means to do it and the best way. So hope this helps. I love you guys. Thanks for checking it out. Give it a like, thumbs up, and we'll see you later on the next video.